Can I get my... Yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm on my way to Crazy Town in downtown Nashville. How's this look, man? So yeah, this is random, but I'm actually going back to work. I've always, the entire time that I've been an adult, well, not the entire time, but a lot of times that I've been an adult, since I've been an adult, I should say, I have, you know, always kind of had little random odd job sort of things, whether it was like daycare stuff or like I used to work at a Mexican restaurant, which is ironic because I hated Mexican food at that time in my life. And yeah, I worked a bunch of different little places. I used to work in a car wash, this place called Auto Bell. I also was delivering for Domino's for a while. You know, and just a slew of other little random things. I got out of my studio. I was working in the studio. It was called Fresh Air when I was there. Is what I deemed it. And it was, man, like it was a great place. It had a couple of little quirks and things that could have been different, could have been better. You know what I mean? But overall, it was a phenomenal situation. And it's cool because the engineer that ended up moving in after I was there is a good friend of mine. So it's kind of like I still got it. It just cost me a little bit more, but that's not a big deal. But yeah, man, you know, been wanting to hone in a lot more on what's been going on with me and this production and, you know, just kind of what my next steps are. I honestly can say I've been going through a couple of different things. Just, you know, accepting some things creatively and, you know, not accepting certain things. And it's been an interesting journey, man. You know, I know that my skill set as a producer doesn't only lie in, you know, the creation of instrumental tracks, basically. It doesn't lie only in that. It lies, you know, also in having the ability to, you know, be able to see an entire project through, as opposed to, you know, just seeing it on the instrumental side, even just the mix stuff. This is my keyboard, by the way. So yeah, man, honestly, just being real, this is kind of more on some husband stuff, more so than anything else. So if you looking, yeah, it was an adjustment, man, you know, to make the moves I've been making, you know what I mean? But, you know, I feel like I'm honing in closer to what I really want to do in my life and what I feel like my purpose is. And, you know, just building things that, you know, will go beyond just the music and beyond just, you know, mixing and engineering and preamps and API, and, you know what I mean? Like, I can get so caught up in talking about that stuff and really caring about it because it matters to me. It's what my degree is in, you know what I mean? Like, it all makes sense, but I know that what I'm supposed to be doing is farther than just that stuff. So, but I wouldn't lie and say it wasn't an adjustment, because it definitely was. I wasn't, you know, accustomed to having what I had the way that I had it, like specifically with the studio. I'd always had rooms, production rooms, so to speak, but that particular studio was the one that I felt the best about. And, you know, but I mean, you know, life called, man, you know, outside of what my personal desires were and all that, just outside of, you know, life, just the way that the studio game works and the way that, particularly in Nashville, if you've ever been in Nashville, this is a random rant. If you ever been in Nashville and, you know, just visited any of the studios, like the studios out here are all, not all of them are nice, but a lot of them are really freaking nice, like really, really nice. And the studios out here are really nice, and that studio that I had was the nicest one that I had been in, but, you know, definitely wasn't the nicest in Nashville by far. Like, so, you know, a lot of it was built in that. You know, I ended up getting back to the crib, you know, which is ironically where I started producing, which was at my mom's house, as a matter of fact. And now, you know, I produce at my house, like my own house, me and my wife, you know, our apartment. You know what I mean? That's a big deal to me. You know, just knowing that, you know, it's my stuff. You know what I mean? Like, that's a cool deal. And, you know, but I'm just telling the truth, it was definitely an adjustment because, you know, I'd taken a sense of, you know, a pride and ownership in being able to, like, I've been looking for studios for a while, like a really long time. But, you know, the apartment we lived in was pretty trash. So, you know, it dawned on me, I was like, man, instead of putting, you know, a lot more time and effort to trying to cover all of everything that's supposed to be happening, whether it's just keeping the studio booked was tough, and, you know, in the style of production that I do, you know, just wasn't really centered and geared toward that. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't geared toward, you know, needing to record in big rooms with a lot of people, a lot of mics. You know, the majority of what I've been doing is, you know, programming, you know, a vocal, maybe some guitar, maybe some bass. You know, don't get me wrong, I get projects where I gotta cut full band, but, you know, honestly speaking, those aren't the projects that I seek out, because, you know, there are a lot of moving parts, and as fun as that can be, it can also be very cumbersome. Yeah, man, you know, just an adjustment, man. That's kind of what's been going on with me as far as musically. You know, I moved to a new studio, or to my home. I moved back home, actually. And, you know, for a while it felt like I was demoted until I actually moved to the crib that we live in now. And it's like, I just love being home because the crib is so dope. They don't build the Zaxby's. Did they build a Zaxby's? I'm sleepy and I got a gig till 2 in the morning, bro. Like, y'all, man, y'all send up some good vibes for your kid, for the boy, because I'm